This was made completely by AI in less than an hour. That is incredible. When it comes to development with AI, well, the worst part is design and front-end development. Usually if you're not very, very specific about exactly what you want, where you want, well, you're just going to end up with something that looks ugly and looks like it was made by AI. Your Twitter dashboard clone is now ready. It looks horrible. But Gemini 3 came out last week and it has been amazing. I've been doing quite a bit of experimenting with it and it has been killing it, especially in that front end and design category. So what I want to do today is see, well, can it replace front end developers? And I mean, no, it can't replace front-end developers. It is an LLM. It is not a human. That being said, how good has AI gotten at front-end and design? Well, I want to find out. So here we have this Webflow site, which was designed and developed by my friends over at Talisman Digital. Great Webflow agency. I highly recommend them. Anyways, not the point of this video. We have this site that they made, and if we scroll through it, we can see, well, it's a very nice site, very well-designed site. And what I want to do is I want to see, can Gemini do a better job than Talisman Digital did? And I'm going to assume that they probably can't. That being said, I want to see how close can we get it. Like, can you replace designers and front-end developers with AI for your kind of smaller, less important projects? Let's find out. That's the goal of this video. So we're going to start, and I'm not going to try to get it to recreate this website because that would just involve sending screenshots and whatever. And then we're really just piggybacking off of a human's work. What I want to do instead is I want to take like the content of the page and I want to see what it comes up with. So first thing that we're going to do is I am just going to get it to make a navbar. So I'm just going to copy the content that we have over here. I'm just going to say, can you make me a page? We're just going to start with a navbar with the following information for a company called speculo.ai. So let me go ahead and write up my prompt right now and we'll see how it does. All right, so it came up with this, and it actually came up as well with a hero and a like card section here. So I don't know why I did that. I guess it was just to show off the navbar. This looks great. I mean, obviously it looks different, but we're not providing that information. We're not trying to do a perfectly on-brand experience or anything. We're just trying to see, can it create something that's similar in beauty, I guess we'll say, to this right here. So now we want to make a actual hero section. So I'm just going to copy this H1 and I'm going to tell it to make a creative hero section, creative and interactive hero section based off of this H1. Again, I don't want to give it too much information. I don't want to give it, these stats and all of that stuff, because then we're really influencing what it's going to do. I want to see what it can do on its own. So I'm literally just going to go back. I'm going to paste this in. I'm going to say, this is the H1. Please use this for H1 and then make a beautiful and interactive hero section. So let's see what it does. All right, so I just let it know. And one other thing that I asked it to do is I asked it to make the theme light with white, beige, and gold using black text. So again, I'm not trying to influence it here, but what I am trying to do is make a good comparison point. And well, right now it's like black, white, and blue, and it's just totally different. And really at that point, it can just go down to like personal preference, who thinks what looks better. So I'm going to go ahead and just let it know here, hey, use a similar kind of theme to the colors that we're using on the real site. So let's go ahead and see what it does. Okay, whoa, hold up. Yeah, this just made something real nice. So we have this really cool little floating section here. It's not got any sort of animations or anything in it, it's just kind of bouncing up and down, but it looks really nice. This theme that it did now looks amazing. I'm tempted to tell it to center all of this, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try and guide it because then we're using my design skills instead of the AI's design skills. So it made this, and straight up, this looks phenomenal. So let's go ahead and compare right now. Honestly, this looks pretty close. This looks pretty close, and I'm amazed to say that. So, okay, anyways, let's go ahead and see what section is right after that. We have a logo ticker carousel thing section. I don't know, let's go ahead and just say that. So I'm going to copy this text, and I'm just going to say, like, we have those logos that are spinning around. I think it's called a ticker. If I'm not, that's what I call it at least. So I'm going to call it a ticker, and hopefully Google understands me. So that's what we want next. Let's go ahead and see if it can do that well. All right, so it made us our little logo ticker section, and I mean, hey, what can I say? It looks amazing. That being said, I didn't really have any doubts that it was going to mess up this one because, I mean, if it got this hero with this thing correct, then, I mean, this is absolutely nothing for it. These look great too. It's not what I asked it to build, so I'm assuming we're going to be getting rid of that in the near future. But now, all right, we'll go ahead and skip this recognized by leading platforms one. So now I want to do this. And again, I'm just going to say make a nice section with, well, what would you call this? Like an illustration graphic sort of thing to illustrate what's being said. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that, go back on over to Gemini, and then I'm going to say, now below that, can you make a section with this content followed by a nice graphic that illustrates it, drives the point home. So let's see what it can do now. All right, so it made this section here, and I'm not loving it, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, this is cool. Not gonna lie, but at the same time, it's buggy. I mean, look down here. I don't know what's happening down here. Clearly, there's an issue here. And I would obviously just tell it to go ahead and fix this, but like, I want to go full page right now and see what we're left with, the good, the bad, the ugly, the weird, and all of that fun stuff. Along with that, it's left aligning like this. Also, what it did in the hero, it left aligned this stuff, and then it center aligned that under it. So right off the bat, we are seeing some things that I just don't think a human designer would do, or at least not a good human designer, because there's just a lot of extra space. It doesn't line up. I think if you're going to have something like this, really, it needs to be centered, or we can have this all to the left, and then this like illustration animation thing to the right. I don't know, but I don't think a human designer would do this. So clearly, yeah, it does need some oversight. But again, we're just going to go to the bottom and see how it is. And then I'm going to try at the bottom. I'm just going to be like, can you fix anything that looks weird throughout it? Really vague intentionally. And we're going to see what it does. So anyways, we're still working on this page here. So that section, it did it. I don't really love it, to be honest with you. So now I'm going to copy all of this and I'm going to see what it does. I'm curious to see if it's going to make a grid or what it's going to do. But again, we're going to follow the same process. I'm going to send this. I'm going to say, make a section for this. I'm not even going to describe anything else. I'm just going to say, make a section with this content, and then we're going to send it. All right, so we made this next section, and we're back. We're back, guys. This looks good. I mean, it's centered. Below that, it's centered. I love it. I love it. I don't know what to say. This looks really great to me. I don't have anything negative to say about this. I have lots negative to say about this. So, okay, next section is in order. What do we have after that? We have this one here, and there's two tabs. Obviously, I could explain to it to do the tabs, but instead, I think I'm just going to copy this and send it in. Again, we're not making the site for a client here. We're making it to compare human design versus AI design. So again, I'm just going to paste this in. I'm going to let it know, again, make a section with this content under the last. All right, so it made this, and I like where it was going, but this looks terrible. I mean, this is just a fail. Cool idea, cool concept, looks terrible. So again, we got another fail in these sections. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one now. We got this one and we got some stats. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy all of that and see what it can do. And then below that, we have another logo section. So I'm going to say this and then follow that up with a repeat of the logo ticker from earlier. All right, so we got the next section now, and it did fine, honestly. I mean, I sent it as well, like the stats here, so really it only had one thing to do. It did it okay. It did it fine. I'm not obsessed with this section. It's not great. It's not bad either. They did what I asked. They put this logo bar under it. So again, we're doing good. So below that, there is another ticker going the opposite way of video testimonials that you can click in order to open them. So I'm going to let it know that and see if it can do that. All right, so it made it, and there are some inconsistencies. Like you can see over here, this like touches the right side instead of just wrapping around. But the section itself is pretty good. And I don't know if you can see this in this little bottom corner. When I hover over it, it like kind of tweaks. So we are really starting to see some inconsistencies here, which I haven't been seeing when I was working with Gemini last week. So I'm a bit surprised by that. But again, I am very happy with how this is working overall. So below that, we have another section. And again, I am going to copy all of this and put it in. I think it's going to make something nice because we have this step process. So I think it's going to take that and understand that that's probably what it should do. So now, once again, pasting it in, letting it know to make a section below the last one with this content. Alrighty, next section is done, and I feel like it's getting lazier. It totally could have done something better than, I don't know. Maybe I'm just greedy, because honestly, if AI designed this like 2 months ago, I would have been like absolutely blown away. It's okay. It's good. It's good. All right, moving on, moving on. We're just about done here. So we have this section and then we have a footer. So I'm just going to ask it to do all of that in one go. And we'll see what our final page looks like. Again, remember, one thing that we want to do at the end is say, go through it, look for visual inconsistencies and anything weird, and try to fix it. So we still have that to do. So once again, I'm going to paste this in, let it know, make this section, then make a footer. We'll see what we're left with, and then we're going to have it do its little refining step. And finally, we can compare both of these pages and see, are front-end developers cooked or not? I don't think they are. I think we already understand this at this point in the video, but anyways, let's do it. All right, guys, our final section is here, and what is the deal with this button, man? But it's just a white box. It's just a white box until I hover over it. Footer looks great. Can't complain about the footer. So, at the end of the day, we're left with a... I mean, hey, this is AI, guys. Like, it's pretty good, and you cannot tell me that it's not pretty good. Is it as good as our original page over here? No, absolutely not. This is far better, far more consistent, but we've got one more trick up our sleeve. We've got one more trick up our sleeve. Now, the AI is AI, but what if we told it to be a human? Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to tell it to pretend you're a human, go through it, find any weird visual inconsistencies and problems and fix them, and just make the page feel more balanced overall. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do very good at this, guys. But anyways... Can't knock it until you try it, so let's go ahead and tell our good friend Gemini to pretend it's a human. So it did it, and we can officially compare our two pages, and okay, now I see what was going on. So if we look here in the smaller screen, then it kind of wraps around, but if we look on a full screen, then this is beside, not below this stuff. And that looks a lot better. Let's go bit for bit and see which section looks better. Starting at the top, we have this hero right here. And first things first, you can actually have the AI like call you in this hero. Mine doesn't actually do anything. It just looks cool. Visually, honestly, very close. Very close. I'm gonna have to give it to the real one, but like that's close. That could have gone either way. And considering this was made by AI in like minutes, that's pretty crazy. We got this logo bar right here. Then we got this section right here, which looks quite good. I wonder if there's still that weird bug that I don't see it, but it's also not animated anymore. So there's that. This section right here, I would say this bit here, I actually visually, just visually, to be honest with you, I don't even know what this company does. Like, we need to make that very clear right now. Visually, I prefer what AI made right here over this. That being said, I assume the other one's doing a better job at explaining it, right? So then below that, we have this section. This section actually, honestly, I quite enjoy this section. You know what? This time I'm going to say I prefer this section over this one. In this section, AI has definitely won. I like bento grids, but there's like a big gap here that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of. Then we have this thing. It didn't fix the button issue. It didn't fix... Now, I understand I can literally just write one prompt and it's going to fix it. Along with that, I feel like these should be rotating around, but upright, not like actually going around to the point where the word is upside down. This section looks a lot better than I thought it did. I actually don't mind it. This one right here, no. I mean, this one wins, right? I think if this section was done right, I would have preferred this section over this one. Then below that, we have this stats section, and I definitely prefer the stats section on this site over my AI generated version. And then we have this ticker right here. It didn't fix these visual inconsistencies in this issue when I'm hovering over it. Ooh, this is not, I didn't even notice this. This is very nice. This like modal right here, and there's a CTA in it. Oh, chef's kiss. Okay, that was beautiful. In comparison to this, which I assume, yeah, it just opens like a YouTube video. Okay, you know what? Does it need some fixing? Absolutely it needs some fixing. But I'm going to say I actually prefer this section over the real one. Then we've got this nice little line followed by the 1, 2, and the 3. Definitely prefer that over AI's section. No comparison. This it just added in. Honestly, I kind of forgot to tell it to remove it. So we've got no comparison point there. This CTA, I mean, definitely the real one looks better. Mainly, I mean, if it looked like this, it would be pretty close. It's nice. It's a basic CTA section. What can I say? And then we have the footer, and the footer, I mean, this footer looks better, but this is a beautiful footer. So starting from the start. This site right here was completely made by AI in 47 minutes. I gave it basically no advice when it comes to like how to put things, where to put things. It designed all of this from scratch, including the branding. This is a beautiful site, guys. I mean, look, I know I've been saying like, you know, this other part on the other site is better and all of that stuff, but like this was made completely by AI in less than an hour. That is incredible. So if this is where it is right now, where is it going to be in a year? Where is it going to be in 2 years? Where is it going to be in 3 years? That's the thing. That is what I really wanted to make this video about, is to see how much can AI compare to real human designers and front-end developers. And I'm shocked. I mean, this is really good. And the real deal is this: if you have a client, you're making a site for them, you're not just going to do what I did here and go through and slap prompts in and be like, yeah, make this, make this, make this, make this. You're going to have it make one section. You're going to have it try different versions. You're going to compare sections and see which one is your favorite. And what would happen is you'd end up with a site that's much, much, much better and more consistent than what we're looking at right now. But the fact that AI was able to do this with very little insight and oversight is shocking and is amazing. I said this all week last week, and I'm going to repeat it again. If you're not using Gemini 3 yet, go ahead and use Gemini 3. I cannot stress this enough. It is phenomenal. I use Claude Code every single day, and there is no chance that Claude Code would have been able to design such a nice looking site. So yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. I've had some people comment on some of my videos where I posted stuff made by Gemini 3, and they're like, yeah, okay, that wasn't made by AI. You just saw, please, it was made by AI. Believe me, I'm not just baiting you here. This was AI. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm really amazed with Gemini 3, and I'm kind of scared of it, to be honest with you. But anyways, that's topic for another video. I can't stop AI, can I? So, all right, enough said. Guys, this is amazing. Go use Gemini 3. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next video.